Today's randomly generated mug elements started out with the little polka dots in blue, which is one of my favorite design elements and one of my favorite colors. I think the only thing that beats out the polka dots, I do think stripes. Stripes take it for me. And then the second roll was a nat 20, which means I get to pick. And then the third roll was a nat 1, which is flowers. And then in the flowers, I got the doodle flowers in orange. So these are the doodle flowers. And these are also doodle flowers. And they're both in orange. So I get to pick which one I want. I'm probably gonna go with these. I'm definitely gonna go with these because for the I pick one, I chose mythical creatures so that I could pull the fairies off of this sheet, because the bright orange flowers and the blue polka dots with fairies, I think is gonna make just such a cute mug. Like, look at these. Don't look at her though, because YouTube will demonetize me because of butt. Anyway, this is a great sheet, is it not? This is fabulous. But anyway, I'm definitely gonna go with some fairies because they're so cute. Anyway, let's do that. All I need to do really is cut out the fairies. I did really want to go with a round mug design today, but the polka dots, they need the straight walled surface. So it is what it is. And I think I'm just gonna start with cutting out just a few of them. This mermaid's hands are scary pointy. They're so cute. Okay. I will need to cut around them, like all the way out, which is gonna be a pain in the butt. But I think it'll be worth it, because then we'll get the nice clean blue polka dot background. And then I'm just gonna pick I specifically want like these styles. So I'm gonna cut out around this. Maybe I'll use the polka dots in a different way. Like, as much as I want them to be a background, let's not cut the friggin' fairies apart. As much as I want the polka dot background, because I love it, both the fairies and the doodle flowers are gonna be like a huge pain in the ass to cut out. These stems are just gonna make my life miserable, and I don't think I want to deal with it. So what I think I'll do is I'll use the polka dots like smattered around the fairies to make it look like little, like, kind of like dust motes around them, and I do think it would turn out really cute that way. And it also makes it so I can use a curvy mug instead of a straight walled one. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then it's kind of like a win-win situation for me. Let's go with I love these flowers. I think they're so cute, and I'm just a sucker. The light blue with the orange, I think, is one of the prettiest color combinations. Both of the colors just pop like no one's business, particularly on my clay body too. I think with the tan clay body, I just think the whole combination is lovely. leave that little curly Q coming out of there. And I can go, I have bright orange, but I also have like a bright blue glaze too, so I can also do like bright blue glaze. And since we're doing a smaller amount of blue with the not doing like all polka dots, I feel like adding a blue glaze at the end will make the polka dots pop out of the design more, which I think would be really nice. Okay. So, just cut these out. That does mean I don't think, I have another box of polka dots that's just like bits and pieces of the, I did cut into this fairy. I'm so sorry. I have a box of polka dots that's just small bits and pieces, since I don't need this whole thing, so I will have to grab that. What mug are we gonna use though? We're gonna use a curvy one, obviously. Okay, I found one that speaks to me. This one is speaking to me for this design, so that's what we're gonna use. I need to come in here and smooth. There's a little texture at the areas where the handle meets the mug from when I was smoothing the clay into place. And I'm just going in and making sure that it's completely smoothed down. Don't want any rough edges once this is finished. All right, rim is smooth, handle is smooth. Let's start putting this design on here. This one shouldn't take too terribly long actually, because the design itself is pretty simple. I don't need to do any crazy cutting out of the transfers. So this should go pretty quickly and smoothly. Famous last words, I suppose. Okay, I'm gonna I want this fairy here, I think, because I like that she's going in this direction, like away from the handle. And then I'll put these flowers right here. This orange is so pretty. Okay, so on the curved surface, I do the middle section first from top to bottom, so we get a nice stable base portion there. And then I'm working up each of the stems. That way, if there's areas where the paper's gonna fold, hopefully it does so between the elements. And that way, if there's no wrinkles in our design that way, or at least hopefully there's not. So we're just kind of planning those spots. I didn't do super great on that part, but that's okay. It's a teeny tiny little element over the course of the whole thing. But other than that spot, I think I did pretty good about getting any folds in parts that won't hinder design elements at all. And then we'll put our little fairy. I'm gonna drop her several times. She's adorable. I'm so glad Ceramica came out with these mythical creatures. I think fairies are such a fun element to play with, and the fact that she did dragons and fairies and mermaids and unicorns and Pegasus, like so many fun options that I'm excited to play around with when they come up again. And then we'll put this flower here. right there so it doesn't bump up against the handle. Again, straight up. And then out. Tamp down these leaves right here, and then this flower has a little fold in there, but it is folding right where there's some stripes, so it might not be something that's super in your face, so that's good. Daryl, I'm so excited about this design. It's gonna be so cute. I got the bright blue flowers, bright blue polka dots, and then with like these orange, like doodle kind of flowers, and the blue and the orange is one of my favorite color combinations. It's so bright and cheery. And then I got to choose, and so I picked the fairies. It's gonna be so cute. Just going in with a second layer of water. This mug is the perfect shape for this. I think the curvy mugs are so perfect for like mythical, magical stuff. She's gonna go over, her wings at least are gonna go over the edge of those flowers a little bit, I think. So, and I'm fine with that, because like they would be a little bit see-through, you know? Because they're fairies, they got little, I picture them with like more dragonfly kind of wings, the kind that you can more see through. So not so much butterfly wings, you know? And so the fact that you can see the flower through her wing, I think works totally fine. Look how pretty that is. I adore this design. I need to buy more of it and just use it in general for myself for things. Ooh, we do have the problem that the wings on the hummingbird are down. I just realized that, and so he's not really flying, he's kind of sitting. So I want a little something for him to sit on down here. So let's pull out that design again. And I think we'll just pull this little thing from down here. Because I think if we have this here, where'd she go? So I think if we have this little flower down here, it's kind of shaped like a cup. You could be sitting on it. I think that'll work. The idea will work, but I don't think I want to pull that specific one. I think I want one that actually we get more of it. So I'm gonna pull from this one. And I'm gonna mangle. I might mangle the stuff next to it, but I'll try to be careful because I don't want to ruin it. I really like these flowers, so I want to be able to use as many of them as possible. Does it surprise anyone that for a person who is obsessed with the dark and spooky and like skulls on everything kind of person that I am, does it surprise anyone how much I love flowers? Okay, so this is gonna be the front portion. This is gonna be the back portion here. So this bit here is actually gonna be behind the bird. So I'm actually gonna cut off these little petals here so that when I'm gonna lay this down first, and when I lay the bird after that, you won't see this background here because technically it's behind the bird, if that makes sense. If we're thinking about where things are in terms of background and foreground. I promise it all makes sense. So we remove those back petals. We put this where we want it. which I think I want him sitting here. So that's where I want the flower. And while I let that sit, I'll pull off these. And this gal over here, she's so cute. Okay, so we've got this flower in place, and so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna cut further down so I have a better understanding of where the bird is gonna be sitting. I can see through the paper, but like, it's just easier when I can actually see the edges. Okay. There's a little fold in the wing, but I think I planned where the paper was gonna fold well enough. I didn't plan ahead very well, but I think I caught it soon enough and was able to adjust things correctly. So her wing shouldn't be too funky because of this fold here. And I did manage to avoid like folding her face or something like that, which would have been really disappointing. Oh yeah, see, that's not that bad. Huh! I will go in and fix that. That is my bad. See, it looks like he's sitting in the flower. That's cute. That's really cute. Okay, so I think for well, now that I put it there, I have to do it. We're gonna put a fairy on the handle. Cut that out real quick. Far enough down where I'll still be able to put glaze at the top. And wrap her wings around it. Okay. All right. And so the idea for the polka dots in my head, you know when you see like fairies in cartoons and stuff, how they sometimes have like little sparkly moats around them. I think I'm gonna try to do that with the blue polka dots, and I think I'll grab my white underglaze and add some like little specks of white too. So I'm gonna go grab that real quick. I'll be right back. All set. We have our bottle of white underglaze, so we'll do that after we lay down the blue polka dots. Let's pull this little lady off the handle. Little fairy butt. Okay, so I do think I'm just gonna lay each of these polka dots one by one, just so I have so I lose that grid quality that the polka dots have. So I don't want anything geometric about this. I could have just pulled a stripe of these instead of this weird partial grid that came from the last series when I did the Living People Eat Dead Mushrooms. Living Mushrooms Eat Dead People one. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This will probably be plenty. Because I don't want to go overboard with them. I just want enough just to use the element enough to be able to be like, yes, I used it, see? And also to bring in enough pop of the blue, because I really do, I keep mentioning it because I do love it that much. I love this color combination so much. Put it on the tip. I don't want to cover that little detail though. I don't know how well the black would show through the blue, and I don't want to lose the detail of the wand. It's too cute to cover. Okay, so let's do that. Then we come in. Is that going to be good enough? Yeah, okay. Oh, that really stuffed that one up. All right, I'm gonna have to go back and fix that one. I just smudged that one all out of whack. So let's put a new one over it. And then I think I want one over here. And then one up here. Uh-oh. This is becoming a I'm doing too much situation. And I'm not mad about it. Okay. Come on. Gimme. Forgot about that one. And then we'll do some over around this one. It's like the fairy dust, you know? go. Sorry. There's one stuck to my thumbnail. All right, and we'll do just a few like around her head, because I don't want to cover her too much. But I still want her to have the same elements. Okay, so we have our fairies, we have our polka dots. Let's go in with the white to add the little extra details there. These little bottles I just bought off Amazon. I think I did I don't even remember what I searched. I think it was like needle tip, like bottles with needle tip dispensing things. I actually couldn't tell you at this point. I've had it for so long. Okay, we're gonna do little white polka dots. Those kind of like sparkles. I think this idea is super cute, obviously, because I can't shut up about how cute I think it is. Adorable. She has little sparkles in her hair. Because she isn't getting as much blue as the rest, I wanted to highlight the sparkles in her hair. I'm obsessed with this, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna let the white dry down so I don't accidentally make any of it run, and then I'll come back in, I'll spritz it with water, I'll show you the final design. Okay, look at this. I love it so much. Look at her. And the little one on the handle. I'm absolutely in love with this. I love it so much. I'm very much a skulls and dead things kind of girl, but like, look at the fairies and the flowers too.